A special thanks to PHM Motor, a used car sales, for allowing me to film this car. Information is provided down below. Hello there, this is a full in-depth tour review of the 996 Mercedes-Benz C200 sedan, showing exterior, engine and interior. Here's the key fob, the logo at the back I peeled off, flip key design, along with aftermarket flip key fobs coming off from the Toyota Innova. The exterior colour is silver, black door handles, two-tone fabric seats with a cool colour theme in the middle. Four-spoke steering wheel made out of rubber. For transmission, this comes with a 5-speed manual. On either side of the gear stick, the 4 electric window controls, along with the window lock and the mirror controls. Foot operated parking brake is currently engaged. To disengage it, just pull this lever here. To engage it, just simply press it. Now let's take a look at the exterior. Turn on the headlights. And the driver's side window is already rolled down. It is automatic. For the wheels, this has 15-inch steel rims along with plastic wheel covers, wrapped in Hankook Energy 195 65 R50 tyres. In 1993, Mercedes-Benz introduced the C-Class to replace the 190 sedan model, and the C-Class had seen 5 generations. The first generation, featured in this video, was sold from 1993 to 2001, with sales began in May 1993. The C-Class 202 was given a mild facelift in 1997, which saw a few changes to exterior and interior, and new features, includes the compatibility of certain safety features. For body styles, this C-Class was available as a 4-door sedan and a 5-door station wagon that was introduced in 1996. The 202 model shares its platform with the first generation models of the CLK and SLK. Being a car from 1996, it is tricky to find information on variants and brochure pictures of this car. I'll explain it after talking about this car's design. For the design, I admire the classic looks of this C-Class from this era, when cars from this time were boxy with many edges, and this is what I call a true Mercedes. For the side has plenty of edges. There are rectangular door mirrors merged into doors, black door handles, and black side mouldings extends throughout the car. For the front, there are halogen reflector rectangular headlights, the traditional Mercedes grille, and a freestanding Mercedes logo that is not fixed as a pedestrian safety measure. One feature to point out here is the single front wiper. Around the rear, there are triangular one-piece rear lights that are bulb type, the boot of a V-shape, and a key slot boot release below number plate. What is missing here is a front brake light. Back onto variants. This C200 variant is the most circulating variant of the 202 series, found on the roads and on sale in this country. This C-Class was offered only as a sedan in INDO. However, I had seen the wagon model a few times in INDO. The C-Class W202 commanded a lot of warmth from Mercedes enthusiasts, the elderly car buyers, and on the used car market. The W202 is known for its build quality mixed with simplicity, many high mileage units in the taxi industry, and indestructible diesel engines. As of now, There are only 4 examples of this C-Class listed on Car Modi online, listed at an acceptable price at aged over 20 years. However, there are a few important flaws to watch out for: corrosion that spread onto the front suspension and driver's airbag, head gasket leaks on inline 4 and inline 6 engines, this includes the C200 here, and a faulty wiring harness inside the engine that can lead to a fire hazard. For engines, the C-Class W202 was available with a wide variety of petrol and diesel engines, with the most powerful being the C55 AMG. Under the bonnet, the C200 is powered by a 2-litre inline 4 16 valve dual overhead cam naturally aspirated petrol engine equipped with Bosch PMS type multi-point fuel injection. This engine produces 134 horsepower at 5500 RPM and 190 Nm of torque at 4000 RPM. For performance figures, this has a 0 to 100 km per hour or 0 to 62 miles per hour time in 11 seconds and a top speed of 203 km per hour or 126 miles per hour. With a 62-litre fuel tank, this has a claimed fuel consumption of 8.6 litres per 100 km, and all C-Class W202 variants are rear-wheel drive. The front doors have softened materials on the top and middle, fabric materials in the middle, and at the bottom there's hard plastic materials, tiny door pocket. To the right of the steering wheel column, the light switch along with the parking lights. The switch will just be level of the headlights, angle of the headlights, parking brake lever, brake release, manual transmission 3 pedals along with footrest. The driver's seat has 4 manual adjustments. Recline. I think this is for the seat height. The lever for the sliding. And this knob is for the manual lumbar support. The steering wheel is fixed. It is not adjustable as I can't find a lever. There are no controls on the steering wheel. The left door is for the wiper controls. Analog instrument dials along with digital odometer and a digital clock. Dual zone manual aircon controls. These dials are for the driver and passenger side temperatures, fan speed along with the front defrost, different zones, rear defrost, EC button, rest and with circulation. On top has light switch, central locking, the button to flip down the rear headrests, it's not working, and a button for the rear defrost. Being an old car of over 20 years, the original radio has been swapped out for an aftermarket Alpine radio head unit, and I think sound is provided via 4 speakers. I don't know how to use this Alpine head unit, and I won't go into depth about it, so let's move on. Down below the radio, an exposed bit of storage, ashtray along with a cigarette lighter, a bit of exposed storage in front of the gearbox, even more exposed storage behind the gearbox, manually adjustable rear view mirror, there's no dimming feature on it, front reading lights, grip handles for both sides which are fixed, to summarise the Mercedes-Benz C-Class sedan's interior, the interior is traditional Mercedes and all the controls are simple to operate. This is the era when Mercedes were of high quality. The seats are quite comfortable. On the dashboard, there's soft touch materials. Now, let's check out the rear seats. The rear doors have exactly the same materials as the front doors. Unique rear electric window switch. No door pockets for the rear doors. For rear seats, based on my short person, I've got a decent amount of leg room and a decent amount of headroom. I believe tall people, 6-footers, would be fine back here in terms of rear seat space. No front seat back pockets. A bit of storage there. A huge transmission tunnel. No rear centre armrest. Open this part up, reveals the first aid kit. Rear reading light for the rear. Grip handles for the rear. Now let's check out the boot. To open up the boot, just push this keyhole here. The boot in the C-Class sedan is of a reasonable size. I think this is the Alpine CD shuttle there for the aftermarket radio system. A boot light on the right to illuminate the area. Underneath the boot floor is the spare tyre. Also, the rear seats cannot fold down in the C-Class sedan. On the boot there's a warning triangle. The front passenger seat has the same set of manual adjustments as the driver's side. This C200 comes with one airbag found inside the steering wheel. A lockable glove box which is top mounted. A decent sized storage area, it is illuminated along with 2 cup holders mounts.